Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, is moving sort of in a $500 range, you could say, sort of between 52K and 51.5, or let's say maybe a $1,000 range actually. It's sort of oscillating here between these two Fibonacci levels, the 1.618 and the 1.786 extension levels here, this wave one, yeah. And I mean, a lot of different patterns could evolve out of this. I mean, essentially, this is the daily time frame. I mean, I wouldn't rule out that the wave 4 has started, which could take a few days, you know. So we are watching for that. It is possible that Bitcoin is forming here maybe a bullish pennant, a bullish flag. In this case, if that's the case, actually, we would expect a little bit of a consolidation, overlapping price action. Maybe even with a reduction in volatility over the next few days, maybe throughout the weekend, and then we could carry on. That is sort of something that I'm observing quite closely here on the daily time frame, because as the chart shows, the white count is still in control. It's our favorite, or let's say preferred scenario until relevant support levels break that we have indicated on the 1 hour chart that we're going to take a look. But every day we're taking a look at the daily chart as well, as promised in my last video yesterday. We do that now. And yeah, for anybody who would like to see a little bit more context, what you see on this chart is sort of that we are in this larger third wave, most likely. Within this third wave, we've got a third of a third wave. A third of a third wave is typically a very aggressive wave. You can see that actually it was fairly aggressive on the way up. We started this move up on the, actually down here, on the 23rd of January already. So it's nearly a month now, the market has been moving up, and it's time for a bit of a breather. That's often happening in a wave 4. Now at the same time, I cannot rule out that this third wave here, in the third wave, so third of a third wave, that this is actually still extending. Actually, it's the third wave of the fifth wave of the third wave. But you know, it's just labeling. But obviously these wave labels, they tell us a lot about sentiment, which what kind of sentiment we have to expect. And the third wave is typically a very aggressive one. The fifth wave is getting, you know, sort of more muted, you know. But overall, anyway, we're moving up. The white count is the preferred scenario. Circle wave 4 here likely bottomed on the 23rd of January. That has been the preferred scenario. It is being followed. The roadmap is being followed. We had strong extensions to the upside, but then I have to say the 1.618 or 1.786 extensions are not unusual for a third wave, okay? So that's not unusual. Ether has even extended a little bit more. I think Ether is now around about the 2.618 extension. So Bitcoin has certainly started and outperformed Ether, but in the last couple of days, Ether was a bit stronger. But what can I say? The white count is preferred. On the daily time frame, there is of course a short-term bearish alternative. How would that look like? So while in the primary count, in the white count, it is suggested that there is going to be another higher low and a higher high, which can send us to 55,000 plus this circle wave 5. The orange count suggests that circle wave 4 never bottomed and that we're actually still in circle wave 4. I have no evidence for it, but I also cannot rule it out. It's just a likely possibility. And from experience, we know that Bitcoin, or especially cryptos, like to form these high B waves, especially in fourth waves, which is why I've got it as a possibility and actually a probability there on the chart, a likely scenario. I would never show you unlikely scenarios. It's Friday today. In the last few weeks, we've seen substantial movement on Fridays before we then had a quiet weekend. So we'll see how it turns out today. At the moment, there is no confirmation for a top yet. We've seen a little bit of consolidation. So we've seen some initial indications, not evidence, that this fourth wave might have started, or a wave 4 in wave 3. Anyway, let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. At the moment, this orange count is only a possibility. I'm focusing on the short-term bullish scenario until something different is proven. By the way, 35K is still the main value or the main support level on the daily chart. It really takes a break below 35K to suggest that something more bearish than this wave 4 is actually unfolding. So now let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. Here, really minimal movement only. We've seen obviously here this fourth wave bottom on the 23rd of January. We've seen 5 waves up in white wave 1, 3 waves down in white wave 2. And we're likely now still in this third wave. It's just a different wave degree I show here on the smaller time frame compared to the daily, but this is the third wave I've just shown you. Within this third wave, we could be moving in a 1, 2, 3, so third of a third wave. I'm still, looking at potentially another 4, 5 pattern in white wave 3. Then we could get another wave 4 and wave 5 higher. So there is still a lot of room for further upside, to be honest. And the key support level that stands between bullish momentum and bearish momentum on the 1 hour chart remains the 47K level, as indicated in the last video. So what is possible at any time, in simple terms, is that the price comes down into this support region to form this wave 4, which is a sub-wave structure of the larger third wave, or this orange B wave. It's the same, to be honest. So the sub-wave structure is the same. Both counts will only move away from each other when support is broken, okay? So I'm watching for possibly another 4-5, so it shouldn't be a surprise if we get a deeper pullback at any point here. This deeper pullback could offer some entry opportunities for anybody who is looking for any, but I cannot promise you that we will get that pullback. I think that's sort of the right mindset here. If the market offers one, yep, we have an interesting opportunity. The market may not offer it. The crucial information is here that 47K is the line in the sand between the white count and further bullish upside and a move down into the yellow box, as I showed you just on the daily time frame in this orange wave count. Yeah. So how can we, what is the pivotal level that, if broken, determines that we're likely coming down into the yellow box? It's 47K. So even if you're not interested in the microstructure, which you don't need to be, I think the bottom line is 47K is the line in the sand. Ideal support zone is between 47 and 50K. And I'm watching for higher prices as long as 47K is holding. But everything up there above 47K is basically just noise. Just noise. It could do anything literally here. So looking at the 30-minute chart, I'm not entirely sure what exactly is happening there. I think what is possible, obviously the idea was, maybe we get further extensions higher. Not sure what exactly this is, okay? It's possible that this is already circle wave 4. Maybe it's unfolding as a triangle. We need to let it play out. As I said, everything is just noise up here. A break below 51,000, basically 350, the last low, or actually that wave 4 low there, 51,250. Sort of a break below those previous swing lows is needed to further provide evidence that actually circle wave 4 has started to unfold. At the moment, we've had a break below that trend line, a retest from below, but it's still holding above that 52K level or dancing around. So there is not really anything to add to previous updates in terms of microstructure. I have no intention of labeling this at the moment. The 2 waves that we've seen here, 3 waves down, definitely keeps the door open higher. It could be that a larger correction unfolds. I don't know. That's why I show you that the key support area, 47 to 50K, which is not a target. It's just an ideal support range that if we get a deeper pullback, there's a good chance of finding support there. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.